This is the grid for qualifying heat. D versus F. Giacomo Polini on pole position. Alongside him, the driver from Bergamo, William Lanzani, 145, the Vemi kart. Of course, we've got the super heats coming this afternoon. Emil Scaris on grid number 3. That's the Swede alongside the two-time world champion Paolo De Conto. So the 3 heats this morning, 2 for KZ2. We've just had Artigo win the first one. This is the second heat for D versus F. 99 drivers from all around the world. And in a few moments, we'll have the OK Junior Heat D versus E. And the Super Heats go green at midday. The finals, the 24th running of the Winter Cup at Lonato. So Polini in the Formula K kart, the reigning Italian champion, the Triple One machine, the driver from Brescia, the Italian prototype racing champion, alongside William Lanzani, Il Bergamasco, Emil Scaris, the Swede, De Conto, Anthony Abbas, the Frenchman, the 115 Saudi kart. Many tipping him to take the victory here this afternoon. His countryman, Paul Evrard, also from France, 116 in the Cosmic. Emilien Danner, another French driver, has been impressive. Picked up a 4th in his final heat last night. Starts on row number 4 alongside the Austrian Marcus Funda. Simo Puhakka. Grid number 9 for the driver from Tampere in Finland. The 129 Tony kart. Alongside him, Matteo Zanchi in the GP racing kart. The field into position. Qualifying in D versus F here this morning. Look at the grid. What a spectacular sight this is. Lonato, the 24th Winter Cup. This historic race. The second heat off 3 this morning. Polini to the right of your screen. And we go green. An accident off the start further back for, would you believe it, the 2 Zanchi Motorsport karts. Oh, a disaster. They both try and restart. Further behind, Giacomo Polini is the early race leader. Marcus Funda and Alberto Cavalieri. We go back to the front, and the CRG of the 2-time world champion Paolo De Conto muscles his way into the lead, ahead of William Lanzani. Marcus Funda, the Austrian, and Alberto Cavalieri involved in an incident off the start. And that's effectively the end of their race. One of them has restarted. This Cavalieri, Funda is out. They'll go past the abandoned kart of the Austrian in just a moment. To the left of your screen, he walks off despondently. We go back to the front. There's De Conto. William Lanzani in second place in the Vemi kart. Back to Polini. Position number 4, the Frenchman, Anthony Abbas. Bit of a gap back to his countryman, Paul Evrard. Emil Scaris has fallen back to 6th spot in the Energy kart. Make that position number 5. And he dives down the inside and makes the move on the Cosmic kart. Nicely done. Back to the front, Paolo De Conto. William Lanzani, Il Bergamasco from Bergamo. About an hour's drive from this circuit up in Milan. Has been a sensation here this weekend. Runs in position number 2. That's the Vemi kart. Tucked in behind the 2-time world champion Paolo De Conto. The 3 Italians as William goes down the inside. Paolo has none of it. Giacomo tries to take advantage in position number 3. Up the small hill they go, down the small incline on the exit, into turn number 5. 1, 2, 3 and 4, the 3 Italians, and then the Frenchman, Anthony Abbas. Will he make the move this time down the inside at the far part of the circuit? William Lanzani says, I don't care how many world championships you've won, Paolo. I want to take the lead and win this, the final KZ heat of the morning. Spectacular images here from the Winter Cup at Lonato. De Conto back into P2. Then is Giacomo Polini. Watch Abbas, the Frenchman in P4. Indeed, Giacomo down the inside. As we take a look at the replay, William taking De Conto. There is Cavalieri going through the right of your screen, half a lap down. He's still circulating. Unfortunately, we have lost Javier Sagrera, Funder, of course, Andre Reinhardt and Sam Hemmerstedt, the Swedish driver. So we're down to 28 runners from the original starters, 4 retirements already. Slavik Pudyatin, the Ukrainian, also had a moment, but he's still circulating. Also, half a lap behind, but desperate to try and get some points and make it through to the superheat. And then, at least the final 34 this afternoon. Remembering we started with 99 drivers. William Lanzini is pulling away incredibly. What a start this kid is in the Vemi kart. Obviously, it's a chassis that works. Emilien Danner goes through the Frenchman. 3 Frenchmen, in fact, inside the top 7. Anthony in P3 in the Sodi kart. Or is that second? He has indeed gone through on De Conto. Paolo and Anthony have gone wheel to wheel many a time over the years. William Lanzini comes up, crosses the line, another lap as Emilien Danner sets a 47.259. William has got 7/10 of a second over not Paolo De Conto, but now Anthony Abbas. De Conto back to P3. Down the inside goes Giacomo Bellini and takes De Conto. Multiple European champion. 2-time world champion, second of course at Le Mans 2015. Isaac Skokvis going through behind Paul Evrard, the Swede, on the back of the Frenchman. See the sportsmanship warning flag coming out for Rokas Bachuska, the Lithuanian. Great to have him back after competing in the European Rallycross Championship. Rokas in position 19 in the Sodi kart, just behind Jakob Kadlach, the Cosmic. They're chasing Marco Zanchetta, Samuel Away, Axel Bankston. So Giacomo Bellini, can he make the move on the Frenchman? Anthony splits the Italians. Emil Scaris, the Swede, he's the next best. He's also got by De Conto. You see the warning flag at the bottom of your screen, as we mentioned. Rokas, just ahead of Cristiana Gaffuri, Martin Mihic, Jan Pokos, Little Luca Bosco for Manetti Motorsport in position 23. Head of the Mexican Rafael Villagomez, Alex Tlusti, Milale Manombelli from South Africa, Cavalieri and Slavik Pudyatin half a lap down. Those 2 drivers, the Italian and the Ukrainian, round out the field. 5 laps now remaining. Emil Scaris certainly in form in the energy kart. Anthony just edges it down the middle of the track, but not quite enough. Emil Scaris, full of energy here this morning, goes through and makes the move. Scaris, superb form all weekend. Mick Panigarda's Energy Course Racing team got a rocket start in one of the heats yesterday. The officials deemed it was too good. He copped a 5-second penalty, and instead of finishing 4th in one of his heats, was classified in 15th place. That hurt the Swede, but he's up into P3 now. Head of Abbas, Danner, De Conto falls to 6th. Simo Puhaka, the Finn in 7th. Head of Matteo Zanchi, Paul Evrard, and another Swede. In another energy kart, Isaac Skokvis down the inside. Anthony Abbas takes the move back on Emil Scaris. So 2 Swedes in 2 energy karts inside the top 10. Scaris back to 4th with that move by Anthony. They go down through turn 5. Take a look at the replay. Anthony takes back 3rd place. 6-time winner of the Le Mans 24-hour race. In the Sodi kart team, of course, twice vice world champion. Here's Anthony Abbas from Nantes in the northwest of France. There's Emilien Danner going through. The driver from Strasbourg, also from France. A string of fastest laps yesterday, and you can see why he's already fought his way up into position number 4 in that battle. A little bit of a gap back to Matteo Zanchi, Paul Evrard, Skokvis, Benjamin Tornquist. Another Swede, he's in position 11 ahead of Jared Chebrian, the Spaniard. Leonardo Marceglia, Samuel away, Filippo Berto rounds out the 15 ahead of another Swede, Axel Bankston, Bachuska, Kadlach, Zanchetta, Christian Gaffuri in position number 20. 3 laps now remaining to the checkered flag for William Lanzini. 4/10 of a second over Giacomo Polini, the reigning Italian champion. There's Anthony in P3. There's Emilian in P4. The 2 Frenchmen, the 2 Sodi cars. Behind the Italian, Giacomo Polini in the Formula K car, but it is the Vemi kart. The small constructor compared to the huge racing teams, many of whom are based just a few miles from here. Vemi kart, produced by Lorenzo Mandarino as a driver, took victory in the Scusa Super Nationals back in 2004, maybe 5, quite a few years ago. But wow, he's built a kart that is super quick. He leads the race with his driver, William Lanzini. There's the Sodi karts fighting with Emil Scaris. Denner, in fact, you saw go through on his teammate. Emilian up into position number 3. The 115 of Anthony Abbas slips back a spot. Giacomo, 2/10 of a second now behind the Vemi kart of William Lanzini. Former competitor in the Easy Kart Trophy Series. Stepped up to KZ2 a year or 2 back. A season with Ricardo Kart. Now picked up by Lorenzo Mandarino in the Vemi kart. And he leads this, the final KZ heat of the meeting here at Lonato. Giacomo Polini. There's Dana Scaris. Also goes through. DeConto just sits there in position number 6. The final lap of this heat here this morning. KZ2 D versus F. Williams should hold the advantage. He goes defensive. Giacomo, who lives just a few minutes drive from this circuit, winner of the Italian prototype car racing circuit series, I should say, last year. Also the Italian champion. What a 2018 he had. Should finish second here this morning unless he throws it up inside. William runs wide. Second to last corner. The final curve coming up. William puts it down the middle of the circuit. Goes up through the gearbox. 6th gear, 139 k's an hour. He takes the checkered flag to win this qualifying heat. D versus F here this morning. Polini second. Emilian Dana P3. Scatus, Abbas, DeConto, Puhaka P7. Zanki, Benjamin Tornquist, the Swede, got the better of his countryman Isaac Skotqvist. In the 168 Energy Kart, rounds out the top 10. There is DeConto, the 2-time world champion. Controversy last year in the Euro Champs at this very circuit. Not for the first time this weekend, has words with other drivers. The usual tranquil DeConto. Just discussing the race with Polini. Quite heated scenes, to be frank, yesterday in the final heat with DeConto and Kramers. So the 153 of the CRG. There is the 111 NGM Motorsport. That's the Formula K kart of Giacomo Polini. Comes home P2. But the winner of the race, there is 145 William Lanzini. Team Vemi kart. As we say, the team of Lorenzo Mandarino. Still the Ricardo suit from last season on William, but it matters not. He takes the win as we check the results. William Lanzini wins from Giacomo Polini. Dana P3 for CPB Sport. Scaris the Swede. Ahead of Abbas, DeConto. Simo Puhaka P7. Then it's Matteo Zanchi Tornquist. Skotqvist, the Swede, rounds out the 10. We'll take a very short break and be back with the final heat of the morning. OK Junior, the 24th Winter Cup from Lonato, back in just a moment.